Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ant Podcast, episode 6. Up today, along with Billy and Antymatters, we have the amazing, the one and only Sadie, also known as Ants England, joining us in
Woohoo!
the studio. We've got a fancy new studio as well now. It cost us about 30 grand and it's kitted out with all of the latest stuff. And we're really happy to have her here.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Woo!
So, Sadie, do you want to introduce yourself? Who are you? Like, where would people maybe know you from? Because, well, I think you're pretty famous person.
I don't think that at all. I'm Sadie. I have the YouTube channel Ants England, and I work at Antantics.
Pretty good. Where's Billy? Has Billy dropped out again?
No, I'm here. Hi, Sadie. So, what ants do you have, and what setups are they in?
Oh God, we'll be here all day. Right, I'll do my oldest colony is my Lasius nigers, and they're like a decade old. And then some of my favourites, Cruentatus has got to be up there. My Singularis, my leaf cutters, my Tetrapanera, Mesobarbarus. I've got the fluffies. Jake got us all into the Tetramorium bicarbonatum. And then I've got all the usual stuff like I've got Diacama, they're one of my favourites at the minute. Flavus, some Fidoli, some Formica, some Polyrachus, bit of everything.
Sweet. So, your oldest, you said you're Lasius niger, right?
Yeah.
How are they getting on?
Well, right. So they were my first colony. I got them from a queen, and every hibernation they would crash. So I put them in with the help of, you lot will remember, Antscapes Ryan. I built a tank. Yeah, I love him. Built a tank with him when he opened up his shop, and then put them in that. And then I've never hibernated them since. And they've done so much better. And I'm even getting drones now, so they're like fully mature.
Wow, amazing.
So, how big in numbers are they? Are we talking like 2,000 or 200 or
Oh,
20,000?
no, I have no idea because they're underground. But when I water it, I'd say there's a good few thousand above ground, easy. But I can tell that they're increasing a lot because there's no drainage layer anymore. If you lift up the tank and look from the underside, you can see them all in there. And
New little spot.
when I look at the video of when I first made the tank, there was like 3 inches of soil, and now that's sort of doubled. So where there's all these voids in it with all the chambers,
Wow.
it's raised the soil level. And so the big bit of wood that I had in the background used to be an arch, where now it just looks like a bit of wood on the floor because the arch has completely been engulfed by soil.
Sunk it down into it, yeah.
Yeah.
They're good
Wow.
at that. Same with the Lasius flavus. They like seem to absorb things that you put on top.
Oh, definitely.
Wow. Last episode we did a Lasius niger care guide. Just wondering how yours have got on. Have you got any advice or any tips for anyone keeping Lasius niger?
Oh, my tips are going to be to not hibernate, which everyone should hibernate. All the shops will tell you should hibernate, and you should, but I don't. And I feel like that's been the best thing. And this is going to start a debate like right at the start of the podcast. But I believe that if you don't hibernate your ants and you're at like Lasius, like say they live 30 years, if you don't hibernate them, even if their lifespan's half, that half of the time they would have been in hibernation anyway. So are you missing out? Do they have 15 years worth of energy and 15 years worth of sleep? And if you just use all the energy part first, does it balance out? That's what I'll find out with these. But they're 10 at
You're
the minute.
really
So
selling this, like
uh,
quite a good point. Like,
but
I
that's
hadn't
my
thought of it
opinion
like
on it. That's my opinion. That's like since I stopped hibernating about 5 years ago, I haven't bothered with any of them
it does
hibernating them.
like add up though, like because that's kind of what I expect. Like they'll live half as long maybe if you don't, but then
Yeah.
they are asleep half the time, so you're not missing anything. You're just speed running it, I guess.
Well, that's what I think, but obviously nothing's been proven either way. So don't like just do it because I've said it. Because I'm not saying it's the right thing, but that's what I'm doing, and that's what I think it is.
Yeah, don't try this at home.
Yeah, don't.
All
Well, you can
stunts
try
are
it at home.
performed by trained experts.
You can try it at home. Just don't blame me if it goes wrong.
No, to be fair, I've like only ever lost Lasius Niger during hibernation, so there's also that big death chance. Like if you mess it up too.
See, when I had them early on in like a cheap like Chinese acrylic nest, and like they'd be fine in it all summer, and then I'd put them in hibernation and I'd check on them all through hibernation like once a month, and then as soon as hibernation would finish, half of them would be dead, and then the rest of them would sort of be like weaker, as if like they've forgotten how to ant. So as soon as I stopped, I've never had a death pile in that's like been significant or anything. It's just been like, oh, I don't want to jinx it. It's been smooth sailing.
So what would you say is your favourite ant at the minute?
Oh, it's so hard to pick. My leaf cutters give me nightmares because I don't think the queen's alive in there anymore. But like they're growing the fungus, that there's eggs and brood in there, but I'm not seeing an increase in workers. And I've got so many queens in there.
I
And
bet
but
it will happen. Like,
yeah,
I think she's still. I don't know. I've got my fingers crossed that she's still alive.
I'll replace her. I'm gonna keep them and like I'll keep feeding them obviously and everything. Like they're filling up the outworld at the minute with fungus because they've filled up their free pods. So I'm hoping, but if they crash, then I would get leaf cutters again straight away.
Yeah, same, 100%. It's like my biggest fear, to be fair. Now my colony, I think they're 4 or 5, and I hear like people say like they only live to 5 years old, and it's like, huh? Like it's terrifying.
I think leaf cutter ain't it 4 to 8, the average for leaf cutters.
It might be 8 would be nice. We're just talking about favorite ants, Billy,
Awesome.
and leaf cutters.
Like PJs.
Well, nothing like PJs. PJs are something else. PJs will go pick up rat poison. They will be biting all
Yeah.
the time. He's using cinnamon as a barrier.
Yeah, he's got some mutant leaf cutter ants.
Stealing dead people's roses.
Oh, that was so bad.
Grave Robin.
He added that. I listened to the podcast, obviously, and when he said that, oh, they went in next door's garden, he goes, yeah, but they were the roses that he buried for his dead wife. I thought, oh
I
my
was like,
god,
it was so bad.
I would have left that part out of the story.
Oh well. Shout out to PJ.
Yeah, massive shout out to PJ.
Should we continue with the best question of them all?
Well, we could do. Yeah, I think if it's the one I'm thinking of,
It is.
the question.
Would you rather fight 1,000 ant-sized humans or one human-sized ant?
Right, in the first couple of episodes, you said 100
Yeah.
ant-sized humans, so you've times it for 10 for me.
Yeah.
I would still take on the little ones. You're not going to stand a chance. Every time I've watched this question come up, it's been like, are you mad? Like a giant ant.
Is she mad? Is she mad? Seriously?
6 foot tall. Imagine if it could spray formic acid at you, yeah? Automatically you're blind, probably melting. Yeah, if it's a heart and it's got jaws, or straight away you're going to be beheaded. And you're going to be stung and paralyzed and then just lay there, can't move while these larvae things are going to eat you.
Well, luckily you're beheaded, like.
Obviously you take the little ones. Anyone who says otherwise has got a death wish. You would be dead. You would not stand a chance. Like they can lift 50 times, like some of them can lift 50 times their own body weight and stuff. You would not stand a chance. They'd be faster
They can't
than
open
you.
doors. Like
They've got
you'd be able to, like, shut the door.
exoskeleton.
They can just bat, like, if it's like a, it's got some giant fucking claws on it, it will just break through the door.
It would smash the window
It's a
straight away.
fault.
Alright, so how would you fight?
What, the little ones? I would just stamp on them.
You just stamp on a yeah, but they also can lift 50 times their weight, though.
But
Like-
they're humans.
Yeah, true.
You said
There.
ant-sized humans, so they're humans. Humans
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
texture.
yeah.
What I would do, I would scoop them all up, and
Oh
I wouldn't
no.
care if I got nipped. I've handled like Gemma
Nip.
Hutter and all. They like, what are they gonna do? Bite me with their human blunt teeth? Like,
Well, they
they're
might
not
have
gonna.
little stabbies, like little shanks. Like,
Right, so now you're giving them weapons. Like, you're
well, no,
changing
they'll
it when
pick
it
them up
comes
in it.
to
They'll be
me.
like, they're little humans, and they'll have ideas. They'll be like, oh my god, look at this, like a piece of metal or something, or
It'd be
a
like
stick, and they'll pick it
1,000
up
Conor McGregors or
and
something.
chuck stones and
Right,
sand.
I'll hoover them up.
But what if they
I'll
like get out of the Hoover bag or something?
No, it's the same as when you hoover. Oh God,
Just
no one
spray him with
complain
like
about. Yes,
You could
no, I wouldn't
petrol
want to
bomb them.
injure them. What?
you.
You wouldn't need to. Imagine if an ant's got out in your house. You would be able to take them on, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if like some of them too would be like, please don't squash us. Oh, they might like pull your heartstrings and shit. They might be
And
like,
then I'll say,
oh,
right,
you're the
I'd
best
say,
master.
then you just say, right, walk into this pop F and you can live here and I'll feed you a few times a week and you'll be fine for life. And then you got pet human ants.
That would be sorted. We were kind of getting there, I think, last episode, weren't we, Billy? And we got a bit far, but we're not going to go that far today about having
I've
pet
heard
ants.
about it. I've
And
heard
yeah,
about what you got up to.
That episode comes out next week, so by then it'll be out. Funny as anything that was. No, that comes out Wednesday.
I
Sorry.
still wonder though.
That's got to come up in our like chat. You know how we're gonna do like a giant chat basically. That'll come up then, I reckon.
Have a competition between people that want to be little ants and the people
Literally,
that want big ants,
we gotta do. Yeah, that'd be
and just
good.
ping it back and forth like, yeah,
Yeah, and
we're gonna have
literally
you.
any answer is not wrong. You know, any question is not wrong. You know, it's gonna be a funny episode.
There's definitely a right answer to that question if you want to live.
Yeah,
We
it's
need to watch
definitely a
that
question.
movie, Downsizing. I think it is, isn't it? Where they like turn really
Yeah,
tiny.
yeah,
Wow,
I've seen.
I haven't seen it yet. Actually, it's been out for like 10 years or so.
I swear they ride little ants or something at some point. They ride
No
someone,
way.
like the little people.
Really? Oh no.
At the end, yeah, they're like, I don't know what it is. I can't remember that much, but it might be a mini horse though. To be fair, because I swear they got mini pigs and mini sheep and mini all sorts. Oh no, Sadie, I thought you said you had some. You had a rebound for our ant question, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Take the rebound question, right? Would you rather be able to talk to your ants and they can understand you, but they can't talk back, or they can talk to you, but you can't talk back to them?
Definitely that. Like,
I don't want to be hearing voices in my room at 3 in the morning.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
they
that's a
could be
good
saying,
point.
oh, "It's too hot. It's too hot." Like, oh,
Yeah,
we.
exactly. I've
That's a
got
good
like
one. I was thinking that'd be really useful because they could be there like, we really like crickets and we'd also like some more sugar water, please. But then, yeah, as you mentioned, like they don't know what time of day it is, so the middle of the night,
and it's like
like,
bring us more meat, and it would be like the Little Shop of Horrors or something,
and
you
you'd hear
know?
them like bitching as well, like, well, PJ gives his ants steak, like.
Oh my god, that'd be horrible. I'd rather be able to talk to one so they can understand me. I would hate to listen to them.
I think I'd like rather listen to them, but it would be annoying. I think
Hate
them
to
listening
hear
to
them.
me, they'd probably think I'm mad or something. They'd be like, "What's this guy on about?
Let us
He's
out,
yelling at
let
the
us
weird piece of like screen again. Like he's yelling at the wall again."
Let us out,
Imagine,
let us out.
imagine you could just say to them, "Right, guys, I'm cleaning the outworld now. All go back to the nest," and then you could just clean it.
Oh, that would be good.
Imagine they're like, yeah, come on then, you fucking bitch, I'll take you. And then you
Yeah, that'd be the alternative,
guys,
wouldn't it?
this is our chance. Get ready, guys. She's opening the lid.
It has like advantages on both sides for keeping as well, though, doesn't it? So like they could yell at you that they want more food, or you can tell them to get out of the way because I'm gonna come in with the Hoover, and you don't want to get sucked up, like.
Yeah.
And you could explain to them like, every time I turn up, you go really crazy and you start wasting all of your acid everywhere, and it's just not a good idea. Like you should save it and use the energy for something better.
God, that's got me really thinking, Sadie. God's sake.
No, I think Sadie's. No, I'm with Sadie now. Actually, I've just had a massive revelation. You could be an ant pest control bloke and just turn up. Oh, got some ants in your garden, have you? Oi, ants! You all need to get out because I'm about to poison the whole place. And it'd be like, bam, ant problem solved.
Look who the
Potentially
ant
around some
whisperer.
poison, but you'll warn them like, and none of you eat this stuff because it's poisonous. But stay away. And then you could actually get paid. Like you're making real money with your magical gift for life. Even when you're old, you could be there in your little Zimmer frame, like, get out, ants.
Carry me.
Oh yeah, you could do that eventually. They're like, pick me up, ants, and carry me back to the car. I've fallen and I can't get up, but it doesn't matter.
You took this way more extreme than I did. I just thought, oh, I'd be able to clean up my outworld without them in the way. Or they'd be able to tell me if they weren't well or if they needed something.
So I'm thinking of the big picture here, like.
Yeah. Yeah, the crazy mental picture.
So you could be like a billionaire, couldn't you? Watch, I can make this ant make a tower, ready? And then it just makes a
Yeah, you
tower.
could.
And be
Or you
like,
could like you'd be hired. It'd be like, oh, you're right there, United States. I don't know, some people that you don't like have they've rang me up. They've offered me 500 million. Tell a load of ants to swarm like every data center in your country, and I'm gonna like tell them all, unless you pay me, say, I don't know, 2 billion or something, and yeah, and then maybe I'll come round your house and I'll tell some other ants in another country to do some bad stuff for you, like.
ever heard of a plague?
That's it.
Oh my god, this is gonna be like an ant terrorist or something.
It was to be a nice, simple question.
There's so many things you could do if you could talk to ants. And they do
Do you
what you
think you
say.
could tell them like, all of you drones attached to me so I can fly around, like, and they could all grab onto your like shoulders and stuff and pick you up and you could fly around.
When did you know you wanted to keep ants, Sadie?
Oh, it all started the same as everyone else. Ants Canada.
Uh,
No, yeah, not a fan
You can
anymore. But
Philippines.
and then I knew nothing. I just watched these videos, and I've hated all sorts of insects before this. And then
oh
I
yeah.
went out into the garden and collected one worker ant, and I kept that and it lived for about 3 months in like a big Haribo tub. And I used to feed it every day, all sorts of crap, like nothing that would have benefited it whatsoever. And then it died. And then I
Oh.
was just like devastated, like genuinely sad, as if it was like a cat or a dog. And then my husband was like, "Oh, just get a colony, just get a colony, just get a colony." And I was like, "Okay then." And then I got my first colony.
And that was the Lasius niger.
Yeah.
I guess the standard starter.
Yeah, was for me.
So from starter ant, like, what's your latest ant?
I haven't had anything for a while. I think the last thing I got was when I got the fluffies and the diacama. Oh no, the latest one would have been Ancon. I got the Osaphila.
Oh yeah,
So I
green
had to get one
weavers. I
of
haven't
them.
checked on mine for a couple of days. To be fair,
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure whether I should look now. I'm expecting one of them to keel over soon.
Why? How have you got them?
Still in the tubs, but one of them I didn't put any ventilation in, and I think it's a bit fungusy. I'll go have a look now, see like what they're doing. Hope it's good news.
Did you get one, Billy?
So I haven't really got anywhere for them. So I got the Nikos instead.
Fair enough.
One of them's dead. The fungus has got her, but the other one's alive still, with 2 workers.
Oh, nice.
No way, you got workers.
Yeah, they came well fast. They only took like 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cheated. I whacked mine up on the heat. for the first couple of weeks because I wanted to be the first one to have workers. So I've cooled them down a bit now, but I've got 7 workers in mine.
Or I kept mine like
I,
off the heat, add them to the side of like the heat mat, and I was like, "That's enough. I don't want you to dry out." Like, do you do it in a test tube or the tubs?
I started in in the pot, and then I'm not good at remembering to add a drop of water, so I moved mine into a test tube, and then I put them into the Antymatters weaver setup.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Now
gonna,
they're
because I've had
smooth.
them before, so I'm gonna try and just do it the same as I did it last time because they done really well before.
Fingers crossed for them.
Yes,
your biggest success in ant keeping?
just keeping them alive.
It's literally everyone's.
Oh well, I don't know.
What's something you're really proud of? Like you're really proud of
All
something
of
that
them,
you've done. Yeah.
all of them. Yeah, I don't just. It's the thing that I dislike about ant keeping is that some people then they just want the fanciest ant, and it's got to be the next biggest and better thing. Whereas I love my flowers just as much as I love some of my expensive ants. And
Oh yeah, I
I'd
guess you
probably be
like.
more.
I was gonna say, I guess you didn't get swept up in the bull ant kind of wave last year,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that was weird.
because yeah, that was I swear like fashion like ants or
It
whatever.
was.
Like, it felt like a fashion, and they
yeah,
were so expensive.
it was too expensive for me. If not, I would have probably been on the same trend as everyone else. But I ain't as rich as everyone else.
If it come around again and there's like a bit of a challenge going on and there was like a cheaper bull ant or something, I wouldn't mind giving it a go again. But like you said, money and like it's kind of like you're raising some ants that because of our climate will probably die by winter.
I've just never seen anyone do it well.
No.
There's not been a dug up colony and then raised from that. I've never seen anyone do it from a queen. And like to buy them with workers, that's going to be crazy expensive. Like they're expensive enough just as a queen. As soon as you add workers, that's going to double the price.
Yeah.
Like 300 quid, I guess, or something like that. I bet.
More than that.
I reckon more.
Like a queen on her own was
450.
300 quid.
You're probably about right, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think I'd like pick them up unless. Well, last time I got like given them free, but as well, you kind of you expect like the disappointment, and you're kind of I don't know. Sometimes some ants it's like oh could probably like make them work, but other ants it's like I don't think I can make them work, and you just feel bad at the end of the day. It's like I got them and they died, and
I know.
now I'm sad.
And you can get them and have to wait like 5 months before you would even get to a worker, even if you did everything perfectly and she was a great queen.
Yeah.
The ultimate
So
test
long.
of patience. No, that is.
So I always say that I want Giga one day, but I would rather pay less and get an infertile queen that will never do nothing, just so that I can say that I've owned one, than have a colony and have the stress of it and the expense and all the hassle that comes along with it. I just want to own one.
I think
Yeah.
on like eBay and stuff, you can buy the queens and the workers like encased in acrylic.
Yeah, but I
With
want a
the-
live one. I want to
Mm.
have like we've had them at work and like we've like raised them for a while and things like that. But like seeing them move around and stuff is
No, I
it
want
feels like they're
more.
closer to being like my chihuahua than it is an ant.
I want a
It's kind of like the difference between like flies and dragonflies kind of thing. There's some
Yeah,
substance to them, like an atta queen.
even bigger. It's even bigger. They just it's just different. It's just so different. And I just want to own one day.
one day.
Yeah. So if there's any millionaires out there, send me a
Donate.
gig queen.
I'd get them, but I once watched a video and like this whole video was just this person. He was going around the woods and he was collecting like ant heads, And he was like, look at all these. And it's like, all of these heads were just Dino Mermex Giga, like worker heads and stuff. And they were just everywhere. And he's like, we'll go and figure out like what's going on here. And he kind of set up all his cameras and stuff. And it turned out the little flies or something were landed on the big ants' heads, and they'd eat the head out like slowly until the only thing left was like a little bit of brain, and then eventually they'd like chop the head off, and like the head would fall off because they'd emptied it out, and it was like, what the hell? Like, and it just creeped me out. That like it just was like, oh, they might have like parasite heads, like. Some
Never heard
forage
that.
fly or something it's called though, and like yeah, they're horrible little things.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, where they come from, it's like normal, and I think the flies as well, like they only target the Dino Momex gigas because their head's big enough to live in or something.
Bit like a tarantula hawk, which only targets tarantulas.
Yeah, it goes straight after its prey. Although those tarantula hawk things, oh my god, they're sketchy as well. It's like would not want to be
Yeah.
anywhere near one of them. Like, who thinks it's a good idea to go up to a tarantula and just attack it as well? Like, maybe prod it with a stick from afar, but like,
Just prod it. Oh,
like
you
beg
go
it to
nowhere
go
near
away.
it.
Please go away. Leave me alone.
Have you seen that video where that guy is in like the jungle or the Amazon or something, and then leaf cutters just start eating away chunks of his tent, and then everything's
Yes.
coming inside. There's like
No
scorpions
way.
and tarantulas, and the leaf cutters are just walking around with like full on like as if it's leaves of his tent. There's like
And they
fist-sized
sliced
holes
and
in his
diced
tent.
it. Like,
That's amazing.
the polyester and everything though, it actually looks like leaves too when they're carrying it. It's like
I wonder why they were going for it though. Like, what's the significance
I
of
guess
like?
the texture, I guess. Because I think kind of you imagine like the fibers in a plant, they're all kind of like lined up, and then as they're
Yeah,
chopping through it, they probably get some feedback like as they pop through one of the fibers, and then into a soft bit again, and then like hit a fiber and then a soft bit. And I'm guessing the tent is because the fabric is like stretched a little bit. Some of the it'll just kind of feel exactly the same as if you're chopping through like a leaf.
I just realised this is all because we asked Sadie what her biggest success is.
It's the jungle.
Oh, yeah, and also you can get tents made out of hemp, so it might not have even been polyester.
Might have been, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Either like cotton or like cotton would be weird actually, but something which has come from a plant.
Maybe he might have like seen it. Maybe like I don't know, faked it.
Could have been bamboo.
Like what material would you use? I guess really thick cotton. Like you'd have to use something mega thick.
Look at us just talking about
But we need
tent.
to know this in case we get to go on the Borneo trip one day.
Yeah, that's what we're planning.
And the genie turns up and grants our wish, so we can. We're not going to Borneo with them. We're just going at the same time to the same
Just
place.
on the same plane, on the same trip, and all that. We just gotta blend in. Fancy seeing you here, Wendy.
So we should ask her like, what do you make your tents out of? But they probably stay in a hotel.
They definitely like probably like a glamorous hotel or like camping area. I think you know how you get like you go to like I don't know, you go to camp somewhere and they have like the log cabins kind of things where you could stay for a few weeks.
Or like chalets.
Yeah, chalets. Yeah, they'll probably stay in a chalet or something.
So, Sadie, what is your biggest regret or disaster?
Oh, it's gonna be escapees, isn't it? So that's the when my
Nikos?
mess. Oh, I've had so many escapes. So when I had the Nicos in the Ants Canada setup, like my first ever Nico colony, I thought I was worried that they were going to get out and eat my dog because my dog sleeps in a crate, right? And he was only little, like, because
Oh,
he's still little now, but at the time he was like tiny. And he always sleeps in a crate because he's little, he gets scared easy. So he likes to be in his crate and he feels safe in there. I don't lock it, he shuts the door himself. Well, they'd eat him. And then they kept on chewing out of the ports on the Ants Canada thing. And then, like, one day I went, like, saw he didn't want to go in his crate. And I was thinking, what's up? and there was just like his pig's ear was just covered in Nico's. Like you could barely see it through the Nico's.
Oh my god.
Poor little
And
buddy.
then I had to, so I rehomed that Nico colony, and they went into a natural setup. And then months later, and like my house is clean, like I don't have a lot of clutter. My house is tidy. That these Nicos were all up the walls everywhere. I thought I'd got everything. Hadn't seen any for months. I went to the first ever AntCon, and my husband phones me up, and he's like, "Say, there's loads of ants out." And I was like, "What? What's that?" And he's like, sent me a picture. I'm like, "They're Nicos. I don't have Nicos anymore." Yeah, and he had about 200 Nicos that must have been living inside the sofa.
Oh my god.
Hiding from you the whole time.
Yeah. So I just had to. I fed them for like a good few months after that when I got back. 'Cause he obviously put them in a tub. I couldn't give them, but to say to the person who I rehomed them to, who lived like about 40 miles from me, "Oh, do you want another 200 workers? They're from the same colony." You wouldn't know if they'd get on or not. So
Oh
I
my
just had
god.
to think. But that was the ants cannabis. They can chew really well because they were my first ever leaf cutters as well because I had artificial plants in there and they used to cut them up to shreds like the fish tank sort of plants, like the heavy plastics, and they would chew all them up. And I used to joke that they identify as leaf cutters. But
Even the
you'll be
PVC piping they have in it as well.
yeah.
Like they'll go through the little joints where you put your pipe.
Mine got out through the air holes. They would just chew the air holes constantly and made them bigger.
What, like in the acrylic or?
Yeah, on the Ants Canada one. So I don't know if it's acrylic, but you know, like
Oh
that.
yeah, the bottom
That's
plastic. Yeah.
the circles, oval-y sort of outworld that they used to do. It had all air holes at the back, and they would just chewed it and chewed it. And I used to keep on taping pennies over it, because I can't chew through metal. But in the end, it was just like, no, they had to go.
In the end, they did.
Yeah, and it weren't that like. Then, the week after AntCon, I went to another Ant show, and then I won another Nico colony, which I've still got now. So I'm just destined to own Nicos.
I've never had them so far, and I've just heard too many horror stories. I think to ever get them, they're like Cremagasta Scutularis. Like.
Oh, Scutalaris are way worse. Way worse at getting out. Nicos are big and pretty. Like they're. I would prefer them over Scutalaris.
I got like a few queens you can have if you want.
No, you're okay. It's Antscapes that put me off them. He put his in a wooden nest. He's
Oh no.
if you don't put them in a wooden nest, they'll chew.
Yeah, it's wood.
Oh, right. So Antscapes put his in a big. He had thousands of workers though, so you've got a while. And he put them in it, and then the next morning he sent me a photo. It was less than 12 hours. They had chewed straight through the wood, and they were all the way in his kitchen, and they were in every line of the grout of the tiles, just trailing all through the grout. It looked like all of a sudden he had changed his grout to black, like from white.
Yeah.
And they're the worst to get out because they don't even need water. Like they just survive.
Mm.
Well, thanks for scaring me, guys.
That's good for you.
You've got Tetra Panera. They're way worse than any of them that we've spoke about.
I've only got one queen there. I haven't got 6 queens, which are gonna blow up within like 3 months.
Yeah, but if the Nicos get out, they're not going to hurt you. If the Tetra Panera get out, their sting hurts.
They're like wasps, aren't they?
It's not pleasant.
Oh no, I'll
Like
be careful.
I've been stung a couple of times by Tetra Panera, like my own and at work. And the first time they got on me, I was screaming because I didn't know what to expect. You hear how bad it is. Sam came running in. He's just like grabbing the few workers, put them in, and then one got me, and I was like, my vein changed colour in my hand.
Oh, shut up.
And it was like half hour. You could not think about anything else other than it. And then afterwards, it was totally fine. I would still rather be stung by Tetra Panera than Rubra. Rubra I hate getting stung by.
Yeah, I've only been stung by a couple of rubra, but
Yeah, but I bet they itch for days.
I don't mind like the Rupert one, except for after.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's the itch.
Listen up here, boys and girls. Crikey, we got a celebrity this week giving us a massive shout out all the way from Australia.
Please put your hands together for Steve Owen.
Thanks, Jake and Billy, for that cracking intro, you bloody legends. I've just come here to say g'day to the 56-member team behind the studio and to remind you listeners to bloody subscribe. Holy crap, lads, is that bloody Ants England? Core, I bloody love her. Anyway, fellas, I've got to go and piss off a 25-foot-long crocodile by shoving my thumb up its ass.
That was amazing. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
gonna chuck it out there. The Antymatters podcast. They don't have Michael Jackson.
Oh, I don't. I messaged work and I was like, "Oh, you've got to listen to the podcast. They've got a celebrity on it." And they were like, "Who, you?" And I was like, "No, obviously I'm not a celebrity, right?" And I was like, "A proper one." I was like, "Someone that's known worldwide." And he was like, "Who?" And I was like, "I'm not going to tell you. It will spoil it for you."
No way.
Yeah, I never. He listened to it straight away though, and then he was like, "Oh, Michael Jackson." I was like, "How impressive is that?"
So Sadie, like, I think we haven't done your origin story yet, have we? We need to get into that, like right from the beginning, and then like a detailed history of the of the past, however many years it was. Yeah.
Born in Essex, 1999, or whenever you were born.
Oh, 85, thanks. Oh God, proper old. But, right, so I was born in Tottenham, and we used to hate ants. We lived in a terrace house, and you'd always get ants out the front. And my mum was like, "No way, we're not having this." And my mum used to boil in water, everything. And they were like, because she wouldn't put ant poison down because we had like cats and dogs and turtles and fish and everything. And the turtle used to run around the front garden. So she used to boil all the ants. And then I had a kid who's now 21. And when he went to school age, that's when we moved to Essex, me, my husband, and my son. And then I used to see flying ants and I used to hate it. I wouldn't go out. We lived across the road from the beach and I would not go out if there was flying ants. Even now, when I go ant hunting, when there's nuptial flights, I would rather be in a full burqa to not risk anything flying at my face or my hair. Terrified of it. Terrified. Hate flies, hate crane flies. I'm not an insect person whatsoever. I just like ants that don't have wings. And then started ant keeping at home. And then it really took off like just before COVID. That's when it sort of like became a problem. Where I started with a little camping table, and then I started building a desk, and then the desk needed shelves, and then
Oh, the expansion, yeah, where it
oh,
slowly
it was
takes up like a whole wall, and like you're like, oh, I still need some more tanks, like.
yeah, it's crazy how fast it could grow, and because like early on, everyone was like, right, you can only keep beginner species at first, whereas now it's like people don't mind jumping in the deep end. So I had Nigers, then I got Flavus, and then the next step was Rubra, and then I decided, well, I'm too scared to take a next step up because I didn't want to do heat. I was too scared to like do heat mats and all that lot. I thought that was like expert level back then. So I got the other genuses of Miraca. So I got Scabrinodes and Ruganodes. Couldn't tell them apart. They all look exactly the same. And then I remember getting. Then I thought I was like so bad for like getting Mesobarbarus and getting a heat mat. I was like terrified that anything could go wrong. Then it went to Nico's, and then it just escalated. And then before I knew it, I had 30 colonies. And then I used to go to all the shows, and then met everyone at AntCon. And then I decided I used to help out Antantics at some of the invert shows. And Rich joked that, oh, like you should move down here, you should move down here. And I always used to say, oh, no, no, no. And then in the end, I thought, like, we was getting priced out of Essex, like, it was so expensive. And then I was like, oh, sod it. Like, all right then, I'll move down. So we moved to Carmarthen nearly 3 years ago. And that was the scariest bit, moving the ants, because no moving company will take ants. And I had too many that I would be able to hire them. So it was like terrifying. So all my tanks, I found it weren't a dodgy guy, but a guy that was willing to take them. And so we loaded up all our stuff. The last thing to go in was the ants, and it was all my tanks went in last. And then the car just had the kids, the dog, and all the rest of my ants in the boot of the car. And then when we got, it was 11 hours driving, because we had to keep stopping. The van had issues and everything else. And then my fungus went to the size of a Coke can. Everything got trashed. It was like devastation. When we got here, we had no electric, so it was no October, so I couldn't like heat
Well, no
anything.
heating, yeah. The
Yeah,
ants.
it was awful. And even now, like I've got one, like it's a 3-bedroom house. There's one radiator downstairs. There's 6 upstairs. There's one downstairs where all the ants are. So it's like, so all the heat mats come on. It was costing me a fortune in electricity. And then started working at Antymatters. And then been there for 2.5 years. And then it's today. Is that enough of an origin story?
That was a pretty good one, yeah.
That was really good.
Orphans or anything. Nice.
And it's like my family have been involved with it. Like my niece has kept ants, like since I've kept ants. My best mate Chloe, she's had a go at keeping ants. Obviously, my daughter Katie, she's like nearly 15. She used to have an ant channel on YouTube, the Ant Princess, and she was like big into ant keeping for a while. My husband's had a couple of colonies. He's got Campanota CAO2s.
They're the ones from AntCon, I think, 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I want them so
yeah.
bad.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. And when and like it was only the last AntCon that he got them, not the one just gone, the one before.
Yeah, I
And then
remember.
a little after that, my mum was in hospital and I had to go to London and stay with her for 2 weeks. And my husband had to look after all my ants for 2 weeks. Bless him, he did amazing. But it was a lot to take on for someone who had like practically zero ant keeping experience to all of a sudden take on like 40 odd like decent sized colonies. On top of
Yes,
working
a few
on
hours
top
of
of,
stuff,
yeah, on top of working full time, plus he had both the kids here and the dog. So he was doing all the dinners, all the laundry, all the ants, all the everything.
What a man.
Yeah, it's awesome. I picked well.
Definitely. And how is he? Is he alright?
Yeah, yeah. He supports me and everything. Like he's awesome. Like if I want something and I sort of know that if I say, "Oh, I don't know what to do. Should I get? I don't know whether I should get it. Is it too much?" And he'll be like, "Do you want it?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, but I'm just worried." And he'll be like, "Just get it. Just get it. Like life's short. We'll figure it out."
What a legend.
Yeah, you can't have him. He's mine.
It's alright. Alright. Yeah, what an origin story.
You're gonna chuck in like, so what have you been doing at Antantics? I hear you feeding, and you also got the homecoming stuff. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our podcast. Well, the Antantics podcast just come out. I weren't in it, but they're announcing that they're going to try and do some more homecoming events this year, and because there's no AntCon next year, there might be another one in January. Like still some in this year, but then another one in January, and then they said trying to do it every other month to get some
Cool.
things. But yeah, I don't have to deal with any of the horrible stuff or hard stuff. I just get to feed the ants when I'm there. So I go in, I go to my room where all the vivs are, get the food for them, and sit there and literally for like, well, sometimes it's 8 hours, sometimes it's 12 hours, however long it takes, and I just sit there feeding ants.
Living the dream. Like,
I have a question though. How's the Carabera Diversa founding going?
Oh, what Sam said about it?
Nothing. I've
No.
literally.
I don't, like am I allowed? I don't know if I'm allowed to. Like,
Okay, no,
he
yeah,
thinks
don't worry.
no. He thinks he's sussed it, and from what I've seen, it everything seems to be going well. He's doing a similar sort of thing with he's tried. See, when we get in something that like we're not like how to explain, but with the Osophila, like we sort of mastered that. So like, but before we mastered it, like there was some trial and error. So this time, like trying to get the diverser to found from a queen, and he's trialed a couple of different ways. And we did last year. We tried a few different ways as well, but they were in test tubes. This year he's doing it in little pots, and so some have got different substrates or different materials, not substrates, but like different fabric, like material sort of stuff to see what will work. And everyone's alive, so that's a good thing. You can see eggs in some of them, but the test will be like when the workers come.
Yeah. I've only asked him because I really want a diverser. A part of me doesn't, but a part of me really wants one again.
Would be nice to know a bit more about it. Like I
think
was
we
going to
should
say with
get-
the Green Weavers, failed like so many times, but all it took was a little bit of advice from Sam, which I think he got it from like the Asian people who sent them over. But it was like, keep them in a tub is what they do in Thailand, like, and it was like, and now because of like that little tip, I got a queen with workers, like.
Well, I think me and Sam disagree on this situation. I think they do better in test tubes.
I'm a tub boy now. I'm fully converted.
You can be whatever you want, Jake, and then we'll see what happens. We should have done one. We should have raised some of us are doing it in the tub, some of us are doing it in the tubes. But I think as soon as they've got workers, you've got to get them off the ground, and they've got to have airflow, or they will crash.
True, I have moved mine into a bigger nest now, and I just opened the lid of the tub a little bit. But then she hasn't moved out of the tub yet.
Yeah, well, I have my test tubes obviously open because it's in the antibiotics setup. And last time they got to a few hundred workers, and it was my own fault they failed. I was sending brood to people, and I think I just crashed my own colony by trying to help out. Like at the minute, I've sent loads of fungus to different people because I don't think there's a queen in there. So I keep on overfeeding them in the outworld, so they're growing up extra fungus to be able to help out other people. Whereas I wouldn't have risked it if I thought that the colony was still going. So this time I'm not helping. Well, I'm not helping. I can't afford to brood boost them this time. Like brood boost anyone's colonies. Tetrapanera, you can have loads.
I'll hold you to that. I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see. Mine, like I said, my queen's laying her eggs, so I'm happy there. As long as I know she's laying, I know I'm doing something right. So, and yeah, they've also got a load of brood. I think I need to expand them soon, like expand the outworld, which I might be doing like in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they're really fun to keep. I don't know why more people don't keep them.
Because they're scary. Because they sting. Because they chew out of everything. Like
they don't. I've had mine in the same outworld for over a year, like attached to the same outworld. Right. The trick is with them, they can chew. Right. They can chew really, really well, but they're rubbish at moving sand. So the bottom bit where there's any 3D printing stuff, I just make sure the sand's deeper than that. And then once a week, if I see they're starting to like dig a bit, I just flick the sand back in the corner. They're so slow at moving substrate, but they're quick at chewing. So as long as they can't get to the bits that they can chew, it's totally fine. I've not had any. I'm not worried about them getting out at all.
That's it. Actually, what sand do you use? Actually, that's the question I wanted to ask.
Oh, I'll be able to send you a picture of it, but it's just like what you can get from like Pets at Home or Amazon.
Okay.
Just like terrarium
Sand.
sand.
Yeah.
The building one is my favorite one. No, the one I'll have a picture that looks like ant nests on the front of it.
Okay.
So it's like that holds its structure better.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
put sand in the corners, and it takes them forever to move it.
Write that down right now. Wait, tips, isn't it? Tip of the week.
Oh, tip of the week.
Well, I don't know what tips you've already had.
My tip of the week is candy floss is an excellent source of sugar for your ants.
All right. Do you know what? I see like a few people use sugar cubes. Right, and I've never seen them in the supermarket, but I want to get sugar cubes. I think it looks good.
Need to go to like a tea house and steal some.
Yeah. Yeah, someone as common as me, I'm gonna look sus straight away going into a little posh little tea
Sliding all the
cafe.
sugar into your bag.
Yeah, and then straight away I'm just nicking the free sugars. All right, is it still? Are you ready? Right, my tip would be always have a barriered tub with when you're doing ant keeping, like in your ant room or wherever you keep your ants. When you take out rubbish or anything, if there's ants on it, or if something goes wrong, or you drop your tweezers in, or anything, you can just grab it and throw it in the barrier tub, and then you ain't got a rush. Then you can just move your ants back in and deal with what's happened. If you've always got a barrier tub, you've always got a safety blanket next to you. When you're hoovering ants and you want to tip out the rubbish, tip it into a barrier tub so you can get all your workers back out before dumping the rubbish and things like that.
That's a well good tip. I was thinking for a second, like, bit of a weird one, and then I lifted my head up and looked straight forward and realised that, like, where I clean my ants, I do have a lunchbox that's all barriered up, and yeah, it's where I like lob the food. So yeah, if any little stragglers are like hanging on, they end up in the tub. Yeah.
It's like so many of my little ants, they'll like to live in the carcasses of whatever I've fed them, especially if I give them dubias. But so when I
Plenty
take
of
out
food.
the rubbish, I put it in there, and then I can just get the workers out. I don't have to fight it on it. 'Cause Crafting
Then you
Ant was
give it a
doing it on
whack
the
with the tweezers, like
yeah,
give it a few
yeah.
whacks.
Crafting Ant was doing it on his stream. He dropped an egg carton. Was you there when he was doing it?
No, did he? What did he do?
He dropped like part of an egg carton. Do you know like what comes in with the crickets or whatever? He dropped
Yeah.
that in the outworld of his I can't remember what species it is. The ones that he live feeds in the whiteness.
Oh, the diaghammer. No. Is it Tetrapanera? Probably.
Oh, I can't remember what it is, but anyway, like he's
Yeah.
scared to get stung by them. And he kept every time he went to grab it, loads would like all start running up the tweezers, and he was trying to bang it, so that was creating more problem. And I thought if you just had a tub to the side, you could have put the cardboard in the tub and then slowly take the workers off one by one. You've got no risk of getting stung. Then they're not climbing up the tweezers. Oh, also barrier your tweezers. If you're worried about ants running up and getting you, barrier your tweezers.
That works as long as you remember to do it, though.
Yeah.
I do it about once a year, and for like a week, I'm like, yeah, this is so good. And then it wears off eventually, and I'm like thinking that I'm immune, and like it's like, oh yeah, I've got the power now. And then suddenly it's like, wee, and it's like, there's a pogo crawling up my tweezers, like.
Yeah, so my tip is make sure your feeders are well fed, as in like your crickets or dubia roaches or your Mario worms. Make sure they're well fed with proper produce. Make sure the produce hasn't got any pesticides on it or anything like that. And obviously thoroughly clean it before you give it to them.
Amazing tip.
Great job.
Thank you. Thought about it all by myself. But yeah, thank you, Sadie, for joining us. It's been amazing having you.
Thank you for having me. It's nice because I've listened to him for like a few now, and now I get to be on it myself. So thank you very much for having me on board.
It's been an honor having someone so famous. That OG
Yeah.
and YouTuber and England.
Saying like, give it up. Woo! We'll have you back we'll have you back soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Got us like plenty of care guides as well if you want to chuck
Yes.
some stuff in and things like that.
Yeah. Always happy to help.
So that's it for today's episode. A huge thank you for Sadie for popping by. And big shout out to everybody out there who's logged in and listened this far through the podcast. Thank you. Thank you for your continued support, everybody. Until next time, make sure you listen to the Ant podcast twice. Have a fabulous week. Make sure your ants live long and prosper. But anything to add, you two? That's what I was trying to say.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment any tips you may have, any questions you may have about your ants. And if you have watched the other 5 episodes, go ahead and leave a comment about your favorite one.
You can find all Sadie's details in the description below as well.
As always, thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.